Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new game on the channel, IXION. Today, we're going to be checking it out, seeing what it's all about, getting a go on it, and hopefully, get a bit of a series going on it and seeing what it develops into. I have had a little bit of a dabble on it already, just to see what it's all about. But yeah, today we're going to go through it all, and we'll leave the cutscenes on it. So if you don't want to see the cutscenes, then do make sure you skip them in the video. But some of them are really good, so we're not going to skip them. We're going to run through them. So without further ado, let's get the new game started and see what it's all about.
Launch control, we have Tiqqun clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Flight procedures, check. Guidance go.
Okay, algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Yes, 30 seconds.
Deflectors out. Ignition. Lift off.
Launch sequence complete. EMB Charon heading for low Earth orbit. Transferring data to inner heaven.
Hidden power.
Visualize approaching near Tiqqun structure.
PPS Tiqqun to EMV share. You have clearance for final approach. EMV share. You have been assigned to Tiqqun Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers. Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tiqqun, property of DOLOS Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tiqqun. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tiqqun's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and DOLOS colonization tests.
Okay, right, let's just pause here for a second. I'm not sure if the transmissions carry on when we paused. I've not actually ever tested that. But welcome everybody to the Tiqqun station. As you can see, this is what we're working on. There's not much to work with at the moment. But there's a little bit of introductory stuff that we'll go through in a second. And we'll get going with the station build. But yeah, this is the Tiqqun station. Have a look on the external view. Also roam around the external view as well. But right now, let's concentrate on the internals and get on with the next transmission.
Administrator, I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks personally. I'm DOLOS' cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tiqqun, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Vol engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your research teams will carry out a brief survey of local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tiqqun's core functions. It's no big deal. There's the production, stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tiqqun following the first test of its Vol engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center DOLOS' focus on the Tiqqun, but this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tiqqun back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer DOLOS. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
Okay, so that's Giovanni. Let's close this transmission and let's get some work done. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is build a workshop. So let's get this thing over here. Next thing we need to do is build a stockpile. Again, let's place that over there. And we need to set the stockpile to alloy. So if we click on it and go into it and hit the alloy button. And then these little things here now become available. Anything connected to our stockpile will allow us to collect. Go ahead and collect them. See, these little vehicles come out of there and start storing them into our stockpile. Going a little bit closer. There you go.
I have established a connection with DOLOS' lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
Okay, right. Before we get to Emma Klein, let's connect our road up to here so we can continue collecting resources. And let's see the next transmission.
Administrator, Mr. DOLOS has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tiqqun, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, DOLOS' lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation. As is often the case with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, You'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of vol jumping. Whilst there is a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a vol jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being reported by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
Okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, so we start getting these requests. So you get the little magnifying glass, as you can see here. Answer these requests. These are all the DLS events, and then obviously whatever choice we make will determine what will happen. So as you can see, we've got an event available that says renal dining. Administrator Tiqqun crew members are currently unable to access food supplies. Nyakon protocols direct the construction of a mess hall. This building is designed to distribute food from our stockpiles to the crew. Guaranteeing access to food supplies would reaffirm your competency as an administrator. Okay, let's end the data listing protocol, and let's get ourselves. So we need to get a mess hall. Food mess hall. These things are bloody big. I'm going to place the mess hall. No, I want to keep this area here clear, and it'll become unclear as we progress. Let's place the mess hall there for now. We can make adjustments to things later. Let's close this transmission and let's get the next one. Yeah, that's building it now. I'm going to jump one step ahead and get an infirmary built as well. It won't build the infirmary, well, it will start to build the infirmary now, but it'll build the mess hall first. As you can see, our little construction vehicle is building the mess hall. And then once the mess hall's completed, because we've only got one workshop, it will then start to do the road and then the infirmary. Later down the line, we're probably going to need more construction equipment so we can build more than one building. Or if we hopefully keep things on top, we can just produce a building here and there and keep on top of things. And hopefully not blow things up. So we need to build a second stockpile now. What I'm going to do, you see these little connections here? These connections here aren't relevant at the moment, but they will be later down the line. So I'm going to build them now, and then I'm going to build my stockpile. This here is going to be where all my stockpile goes. There is connections that we can make later down the line on here, but this little section here, it's going to be used. Right. Let's get that stockpile built. That's going to be for our food supplies. You can already see this is waiting here for food, and this requires food. These little markers here, obviously, build not connected to an active stockpile assigned to food. They will tell you things that are wrong. They enjoy telling you things that are wrong. We're building the infirmary. You can see it's delivered the resources to our second stockpile as well, ready to go for that production. So there's a little bit of a waiting around, so we'll speed things up a little bit. There's the infirmary built, ready for the next mission. And there goes our stockpile. Okay, let's assign our stockpile to food resources.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
Okay, let's see what Henry Bargeville has to say.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I am Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tiqqun's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tiqqun, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic letters. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Okay. Space exploration. Construct a cargo ship in the docking bay and construct a science ship. So, let's get ourselves a cargo ship and a science ship. There we go. That's going to need 20. You can see it needs the 20 silicon. I think it's silicon. Can't remember now. Check that out. Where is it? Polymer. Sorry, polymer. That's the one. So we're going to need another. We're going to need another stockpile. What's this event here? Some crew members are lacking quarters during human history, and necessary homelessness has always been an indicator of civilization. Okay, do not reproduce humanity's basic mistake aboard the Tiqqun. We'll ensure the crew are quartered within the 12 cycles. Okay, so we have housing, we have population, crew quarters. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to build the crew quarters right behind here, like so. And we'll produce our road. How many crew does that do? That has up to 15 crew members. We've got 84, so we're going to have to make some adjustments once we can. Let's speed things up a little bit. We can see our time here. We've got 11.2. See our stockpile staying nicely up there. Let's polymer. Go. We can now collect the polymer. But now that that's collecting polymer, what it's first going to do is deliver to the stockpile. Then the stockpile will deliver to the launch pad. As you can see, it's heading there now. And then as it delivers to the stockpile, from the stockpile, it then delivers and keeps repeating the cycle. So just bear that in mind, because obviously that does affect things. More resources to collect. Each stockpile works individually, so obviously the aluminium works separate from the polymer, so that can collect its own stuff as it goes. Once these are down, we'll increase the road along the lines there. We've still got all these resources here to collect as well, so still a fair bit. Let's close that transmission. 69 homelessness at the moment. Okay. 5 more and it'll start building our first ship. Okay. There we go. See, it'll start building the ship there. Right. The next thing I need to think about is a little bit more housing, but this has got a gap of 5 here, so we're going to have to make some adjustments soon. I'm basically going to build housing on either side of this route. Do one there. Go that far down, I think. There we go. They can't do anything because the road doesn't connect, so it's obviously not going to get a supply of aluminium. But hopefully, let's hope that it'll get rid of these here. I don't think it's going to get rid of this one just yet, but we should be able to put another one here, and it should connect. Let's speed things up a little bit. Got 8.5. There goes our ship. Our ship's being launched. The cargo ship has been launched. Order the cargo ship to retrieve food via the fleet management window. So this is our fleet management window here. We have no mining ships, but we do have a cargo ship. We want it to collect food. That's our highest priority. We'll set a secondary priority for other things later. But our highest priority for that ship is collecting food. Keep us topped up. Okay. We've got quarters for 60 out of our 79 citizens. Some of our citizens, as you can see, our number's gone down now. That's because they're on board a ship. They don't account to your population. The ships have crew quarters on them and rations and stuff like that, so you don't need to worry about things like that, which is nice. It's building our science vessel now, which is good. So everything's plodding along quite nicely now. The downside is we still don't have room to build any more houses. So, let us build a temporary storage. To be fair, these are actually going to be where I do my storage, so we shall do that. I like to collect my storage up so that things can keep topped up. Plus, if you've got 2 stockpiles, then 2 stockpiles can keep your resources going. Let's speed things up a little bit so that everything gets built up. Be careful that we don't run out too much. See, it's topping up again. There we go. Let's equate this to aluminium. Now you can see that the aluminium provides to both separately. Because this has 5 more vehicles, basically, so that's how it works. Okay, another one's down. Population. Hopefully build another population there in a second. There we go. It's gone. Let's get another house there. Food's been delivered. That's going to head back out. And our science vessel. So, let's just pause it for a second there. We're going to apply our science stuff. So what we need to do now is we need to go to a planetary system map. And welcome to the planetary system. You can see here we've got waiting for science ship. We've now got a science vessel. We can actually direct our science vessel to go to certain places. We'll send our science vessel to head to the moon, which will then be able to complete the event. Our vol engine is currently offline. That's the fancy machine that we're going to have at a later stage. We've got our station here. We've also got fleets and probes to deal with at a later stage. Right now, we're set up pretty nicely. There's a lot to do still, as you can see. Quarters should be done within the next little section. We're just going to put the road up and things are good. So yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode because this is a good start. And hopefully you're enjoying it. If you'd like to know more about the Tiqqun station, the game IXION, or anything else, make sure you do keep checking out the channel where I'm going to be bringing in more videos to start the little section up at the beginning. There's some other bits coming soon which you'll really enjoy. There's a lot this game still has to offer. There's a lot this game's still providing. A lot of updates, a lot of development. It's great. It's a really good game and you should definitely check it out. If you are interested, then do make sure you join us on the community because there may be chances for you to get this game or to get more involved in the game as we go through it. But until next time, everybody, take care for now. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.